Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. So, students, today we are going to start chapter number 9 of Civics, Urban Livelihoods. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the different types of occupation that are practiced in urban areas and what is the difference between these type of occupation like primary, secondary and tertiary occupation. And we will learn about why people migrate from rural to urban areas. So let us start. Firstly, students, in order to understand this chapter, we must know what do you mean by urban. Urban means from the city. Okay, as you all know, you all are living in the cities. You know, city is the busiest place. There are so many people living here. So, as there are so many people living here, so they are doing so many businesses, lots of businesses here, right? So let us talk about that businesses. Okay, there are three types of occupation. Three types of occupation: primary occupation, secondary occupation, and the tertiary occupation. Primary occupation. This occupation is based on deriving useful goods from natural resources like forest, fishing, farming, mining. These are the example of primary occupation. Okay, so these are known as the primary occupation: forestry, fishing, farming and mining. And these type of occupation are mostly followed in rural areas. Now we'll talk about the secondary occupation. Those occupation which require processing of the raw material produced by primary occupation and their conversion into utility products are termed as secondary occupation. Okay, like we'll use agriculture produce of cotton, right? Cotton is there, so we'll convert that cotton into cloth. Okay, and who convert this cotton into cloth is manufacturing industries. Okay, and like minerals is taken out from the mining process in various industries like iron and steel. These type of occupation is known as secondary occupation. Like example of secondary occupations are car manufacturers, steel work, dressmakers, builders, etc. Tertiary occupation, the occupation which provides various services to the people. Okay, in which people provide services to the people, that occupation is known as tertiary occupation. As you see, advocates are there, means legal services are there, they are providing the legal services, so that type of occupation is known as tertiary occupation. Teaching is also known as tertiary occupation because teacher is providing services to the students, right? So that's why we call it as we will consider it under tertiary occupation. Nursing, banking, railways, transport, trade and so on, these type of occupation are known as tertiary occupation. Other examples are like people working on streets. Okay, people who live in rural areas come and settle down in cities. Why they are coming into cities? Because they will get better opportunities in cities, right? In cities they work as rickshaw pullers, auto rickshaw drivers, build roads, cobblers, barbers, hawkers, dig pipelines, etc. These people manage to earn a sufficient amount of money to run their houses. As compared to rural areas, these people get lots of opportunity to earn from the city. Okay, and street vendors and hawkers are an important part of the urban economy as they have been providing different services and goods to the middle and lower middle class urban population for decades. Okay, and there are tea hawkers also, those who are on small crossing and intersection. They offer a social gathering place where the poor and middle class population assemble and share their thoughts and experience over a cup of tea. Okay, and efforts also made from the government side to recognize street vending as a means of livelihood and to protect them from harassment by police or civic bodies. So, the Street Vendors Act 2014 protect the rights of the street hawkers and provides them a vending zone wherever possible. Now, we'll talk about the business. Business is also a major occupation in the city, right? Several people in the cities are businessmen, right? Or businesswomen. People either own or rent a shop for doing business. And people who carry business are known as self-employed people because they work for themselves and on their own. They employ number of people known as supervisors and helpers. They have to register themselves with the municipal corporation and receive a license to do it. Regular employment. Most of the offices, factories, industries, and government department, banks, etc. They employ people on regular basis. And these type of people are known as regular or permanent employees. And they will get their salary at the end of every month. They go to the same office every day and their work is clearly known to them. They can expect their job to continue for a long time. To such workers, the company also provides certain benefits like pension, medical facilities, and holiday. Therefore, most of the office goers that we see around are regular employees. Wage earners. Unlike the people who regularly go to the office, there are also people who work on day-to-day basis. They are daily laborers. You will see around yourself, some people are constructing the buildings. Some laborers and that labor are known as masons. You will see in factories, some people are stitching garments. Some people are working as the painters. Some people are known as working as the carpenters. Okay. So those who get work on day-to-day basis are known as wage earners. They will work as helpers, masons, factory workers, like those who stitch garments, or construction workers, painters, carpenter, stone cutters, etc. They will earn money on daily basis and might not get employment on some days. Means they have to remain jobless if no work is there. Their job is not of permanent nature and cannot get benefits like permanent employees. They are known as casual workers. Migration from village to town. Movement from village to town, either for the job, shelter, or some other reason, is called migration, where there is a movement of people. Movement of people from their village to town for a job, shelter, and some other reason is called migration. They leave their hometown to find better opportunities in the big city. But most of them end up working as street vendors, vegetable sellers, chaiwalas, or lowly paid factory workers or domestic help. These people mostly lived in slums and opens a link between rural and urban areas. Rural people, by doing work in the cities, are able to save money and send some money to the dependents in the village so that to save them from starvation. And urban people also get their services. They will get benefit by employing their services. Thus, these are the some of the occupation that are practiced in urban areas to earn their livelihoods. I hope you all have understood this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.